Reporting from Sacramento, I'm Dick Cable.
And I'm Alan Frio.
As you know by now, President Gerald R. Ford came stunningly close to being the victim of an assassin today, and Sacramento at the same time came just that close to joining a black history of assassination site.
Hotel towards the Capitol building. He was crossing the street, walking up a path that led to the back entrance of the Capitol. When he reached the halfway mark in the path, the crowd say, and President Ford flinched back, his hands thrust in front of him. A woman dressed in a long red skirt pointed a .45 caliber pistol at the president. I heard a loud click. Then Secret Service agent Larry Brundorf pulled a girl's arm into the air. The woman identified.
We are old, infinitely old. We have been here since time immemorial. When your yellow sun was but a shapeless cloud of gas and dust, we were old. When your blue marble world was filled with noxious gases and life had yet to take hold, we were older still. We were alone for eons, frightened beings lost and forlorn in the infinite darkness of the cosmos. We searched space and time for others, our searching serving only to reiterate our isolation. There were no others. And then we found you. A random foray into a random wormhole left us just beyond the orbit of your tiny moon. You were different then, stooped and awkward, living in the bowels of beings greater still. We saw a glimmer of potential. We saw in you ourselves. We saw in you your ability to learn, to adapt. Yes, we saw ourselves in you. And so with a distant silence, we watched. Eons passed, but our hopes for your species did not waver. We had nothing but time, and yet you did nothing. Following much deliberation, it was decided that we should intercede with nature on your behalf. And so, with a technology so subtle, we altered your climate. The grasslands expanded, the forests of the great beings retreated. We watched, we waited. You came down from the trees, tentative, anxious, fearful of the great unknown. Millennia passed, we watched you still. With a degree of pride, we watched on as you harnessed fire and used the earth and rock around you to prosper. Certain that you had taken the first steps on the long road to intelligence, we withdrew, content to leave you to your own devices. A span of time beyond reckoning passed when we returned to the shadow of your precious blue world, and how our hearts were saddened by what we saw. That beautiful blue world, so like our own, of which we had become so fond, was now encrusted with a kilometre-thick mantle of ice. We feared for you. There was not a trace of you to be found. We believed it had happened again, a promising species wiped out by the cruel hand of the cosmos. With an anxious hesitancy, we descended from the skies to search for you. We found you, thousands upon thousands scattered across the globe, gathered around fires in caves, huddled against the bitter cold, and our spirits soared. How you had changed. Gone were your thick pelts of coarse hair. You now wore the skins of the animals you slaughtered for food, with tools made by your own bare hands of the rocks around you. The walls of your cave were strewn with crude pictographs of your activities. You had developed language, art, writing of a kind, and in the long darkness of those icy nights, you had turned your eyes to the heavens, and therein lay the birth of your sciences, the sciences that would capture your world and capitulate it. We left you again, but some of us stayed behind to protect you, to walk among you, to govern you. Now we see that you have come so far, too far. You unraveled the atom and therein found the single equation we had hoped you never would. As your Einstein put it, E equal to mc squared. And from there you went on to bring your sun to Earth. You carelessly and recklessly detonated bomb after bomb in your atmosphere, destroying it. You fought long and hard with each other. You still do. You destroyed your ozone layer, created famines, created wars. We worry for you. Our hearts surged when you took a brave step out into the cosmos and visited your own moon. We saw ourselves in you again, but you beat a hasty retreat. You have spiraled downwards. We are travelers in both space and time. We have seen your future. It does not exist. We leave you now to your own devices. What was once so promising a species is now nothing more than a cosmic has-been, the dregs of a promising intelligence melting away like the polar ice caps of your once so beautiful world. We leave this recording on your sister planet and hope you might find it in time. Should this be the case, look to what you call the Centaur. We are there. We are waiting still.